Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Happy Thursday. How's everyone doing today? Bitcoin currently trading at $115,219.98. Looking juicy. The market is poised for a breakout of biblical proportions. So make sure your bags are packed, make sure you're subscribed, and make sure you're ready to make life-changing money. Because here at JJ's Cryptic Corner, we give you not only the most good-looking, smartest, quite possibly the most lucrative trade setups. It's also not financial advice. And it's completely free. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Happy Thursday. Thank you very much for joining me on this lovely Thursday evening. How is everyone doing today? As I said in that epic intro, I might add, I just realized I have my lights off. There we go. Hey, Bitcoin is currently trading at 115,240, even looking good. We're getting a little spicy, a little breakout to the upside. Very nice. Bitcoin dominance 58.25, struggling to get above 58.5. If it continues down, then that could be extra exciting for altcoins. Tom Selleck said cycle ends in December. Don't get caught holding the bags. I don't know, man. I genuinely believe we're going into 2026. Obviously, I have a take profit plan along the way, but it's getting pretty spicy, man. What's crazy is ETH looked pretty bad earlier compared to Sol. Obviously, Sol in the midterm looks way better, but ETH is starting to wake up a little bit more. ETH is up 2.4%. But let's get back to Bitcoin. Let's not get sidetracked. Let's go refresh. I had to get a little bit early start today because we were getting so pumpy I couldn't leave you guys hanging. So let's go to the 12-hour. I got home a little bit later than I would have liked, but I flew getting everything prepped for the stream, so that's exciting. 115,463. I'm going to assume that this was part of liquidations yesterday. 116,886. And then down below, look at that. We're about to hit that one right above us. We got a couple down here. I'm going to do 114,124. I'm going to do 113,454. And I'm going to do the very bottom of that little chunk down there, which is going to be 112,617. Sweet. So these are our ranges. We've slowly laddered our way up, danced around the previous all-time high level right here at 112, and we have since broken above that and solidified a decent uptrend here. So ETH is up 2.47% on the day. What's going on, Tom Selleck? What's going on, Billy? Billy said Solana. What's up? Yo, Tom. Hey, buddy. ETH up 2.47% on the day, currently trading at 44.56. Looking real good. We got a pretty obvious resistance here right at 45. It might just be temporary, but it is there. If we draw this trend line, though, I don't know where we would draw it. I've seen a couple of people do this already, and we've been talking about this for a little while, regardless of what you want to consider this. We did get a breakout retest continuation, and you can adjust that line and say that we got that back here. You know, it applies in multiple different areas. Regardless, there was an upper trend line resistance that we've broken out of, and we're continuing to the upside now with a horizontal resistance at 45. RSI looks really good. Momentum wave is a little spiced up, but we do have a green dot, and this thing can be overbought for an extended period of time, so that doesn't mean too much. No matter what, number go up, and we like number go up. Sol is up 1.89% on the day, currently trading at 228.31, right above 225.40. It broke above that, and it's been lingering for a minute, which is totally fine. Our Marty Party's target, which we probably put on the chart maybe a week ago, is 233.44, and we're slowly working our way up towards that. And this pattern back here is still relevant. This ascending wedge, which I believe is a bullish ascending wedge because of the way that we came into it. If we would have came down into it, then this would be a bearish continuation. But because we came up into it, I believe that that is a bullish continuation. So we broke out of that, got a retest, and now we're continuing to the upside. Next level of resistance was 225, and we broke through that. So 233 is next. After that, 258. It's kind of clear skies from there, honestly. We might have temporary at 245. I guess I'll put that on there. Based on these two rejection points, 3 technically. We got 1, 2, 3. So we'll see if anything comes of that. Actually, 4 right here. Technically, this one was also a rejection. Whoops. There we go. All right, so Sol looks really good. Total 3 is up 1.26% on the day. Again, we broke above 1.07. We lingered, retested a couple of times, and we've continued. Our midpoint resistance was supposed to be right here, and we seem to have blasted right past that with the current candle that we're in, which is very exciting. So if we continue up, 1.13 should be at least touchable, and that is the previous all-time high. And since we've already touched it once... Oh, I lied. We have not touched it yet. You know what's crazy is this is where we drew the poop hitting the fan. Way back here. This was February of this year. So we are finally back at February levels, which is very exciting. We got previous all-time high, current all-time high. Let's bust through both of those bad boys and continue to the upside and show them how it's done. Let's show the retail, maybe the paper hands, maybe the diamond hands, whoever, the noobs, the vets, the trenchies, the jeets. Let's show them all what a real alt season looks like, because nobody's seen it yet. You know, we all can reminisce about 2020, 2021, 2016, 2017, but that was a long time ago. Bull markets change, man. I think that this is going to be one of those times where a lot of people are going to be surprised. Most of them, I'm assuming, have already exited. And I believe I actually have some statistics to showcase that today. ADA's up 0.99%, much like ADA's price. It is also a 99-cent SOAR percentage commodity, so that's cool. That was nice of them to throw us a little bone here. We had a big falling wedge. We broke out of it, retested, continued to the upside, looking good. We get above 89.90, then it is game time. Until then, though, we're kind of just lingering. We do have a confirmed red dot on Market Cipher back here at the tippy top of that guy. So let's see if that pushes us down any further. We did, we trended down for a minute, and then we got this indecisive candle with wicks on both sides, and we've since gone up. So if we can get a positive break of 90, then I think ADA could have a lot going for it. SNEK is up. SNEK is down 0.87% on the day. Pretty big wick back here, which I think we're going to fill. Honestly, I think the next stop is probably 5. SNEK is a nice slow burner until it pops. So we got this really, really long bow shape. I'm guessing maybe we're going to reject at 50, set up a nice cup and handle, or even technically that would be inverse head and shoulder. And then absolutely Giga Chad send this bad boy up to like 75. So let's get back up to that year of the SNEK entry at 60 and break that. That'll be exciting. For now, I'm looking for 45 and then 47 break. She's looking good. She is looking good. We do have a confirmed red dot on Market Cipher back here at that tippy top so far. So we'll see if that plays out or if that is already played out. XRP is up 1.87% on the day, still continuing to break this triangle. We got a break. We got a little fake out back inside, and technically this wick right there was a retest. That wick right there was a retest. And we have confirmed and continued up. Giovanni said, yo, what's going on, Giovanni? Tom Stocks Good said, don't know yet. Last time it was pretty much over after Thanksgiving, but after Christmas, let your Uncle Jim ask you about Doge while you're drinking eggnog. I do thoroughly enjoy eggnog. Who else likes eggnog? Do you guys like eggnog? I love me some eggnog, dude. I don't know what it is. I'm going to make that a poll. Oops, not a Q&A, a poll. Poll. Okay. If you guys could direct your attention to the poll, do you guys like eggnog? I gotta know. What one do I ignore? I think I get the Southern Comfort brand, and it's non-alcoholic. Obviously, you can add your own alcohol to it if you want to. I'm not a drinker. I don't add alcohol. I put a little dash of cinnamon on top, and ooh, it's so yummy. I love it. So yeah, XRP got a break. We're sitting above $3 still. We're at 3.03, looking good. Next stop, who knows, maybe 340. We should have some interim resistance right around 310, I'm going to call it. And then maybe even like 330. And that's based on the most recent price action. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. As of right now, my next target, 310. John said, JJ Blessing, smash the like button. What's going on, John? Appreciate you. Tom Solix Goat said, it will depend on where total market cap is and where Coinbase is in the App Store. I think it's going to depend on retail. I just find a different way of saying the same thing that you just said. Okay. HBAR. HBAR is up 2.16% on the day. John said, are we bullish? Are we good to go up? I think we're good to go up. I think that the inflation data kind of set everything off because it was bad. And for some reason, people are still betting on rate cuts, which means we're probably going to get rate cuts regardless of inflation data because jobs data is so effed up. So I think we're pretty solid. But we'll have to see, obviously. It's anyone's guess, anyone's game. It's definitely an anomaly. All right, have we hit stagflation? I think that's the biggest question right now is have we hit stagflation? Philly said eggnog is so freaking delicious, but fattening as hell. Is it really fattening? My mom keeps saying that about oat milk. She's like, you know what they say? When you have a horse, if you want to fatten them up, give him oats. I'm like, nobody on the planet has ever said that. But I have been putting on a tremendous amount of weight, and I don't think that it's the oat milk because I eat a lot of cereal, and with my cereal I have just regular like whole milk. That's probably really fattening. Billy said, JJ, turn on all chat. You're missing my comment. I didn't miss nothing. What are you talking about? I'm on live chat. I got two choices, live chat or top chat. Top chat is the one where it randomly filters people's stuff out. Live chat is the one where it shows everything, and I'm on live chat. Okay. Tom Soxcott said, yeah, bro, same. So HBAR got a break finally of 23.5, which is awesome. We got a break above, retest, continuation. We're currently sitting at 23.93. RSI is not overbought yet still, which is awesome, but the momentum wave has been overbought for an extended period of time. So it could go down anytime now. Now, the momentum wave, I think, is a lot easier to crash than the RSI. This thing could do this, and that momentum wave could go all the way the heck down here and then recenter, whereas it was overbought back here. You know, the price would be higher, but this would be center. Does that make sense? I'm kind of just making stuff up at this point. Number go up. We like number go up. Moving on. Sweet is up 1.25% on the day, looking good. So, we're not getting our linger, which I'm totally okay with. Let me adjust this. Yeah, I mean, does this still count? Is it going to go boop and still fulfill destiny and make me look like a genius? I hope so. We got a big wick rejection off of 370. We broke above 353 finally with conviction. Got a nice little retest with that double wick bad boy. Tyler said, why do I come in to a do you like eggnog poll? Random. It is not random, Tyler. It was very topical. Today is National Eggnog Day. I can't believe you didn't know that. Cheers, guys. I'm drinking eggnog today. This is not chai latte, even though it looks the same. gosh, that's so delicious. Delicious eggnog. Anyways, SWE going up to test 370. It looks like if it gets a break above that, then it is game on. We do have a confirmed red dot on market cipher at, where was it? Right before this wick, actually, at this candle. Has that been fulfilled with that little wicky dicky doodah? Possibly? This is a mess. I'm just going to get rid of that. That clearly didn't play out. I would like to see either a break of 370 or a rejection and a linger before continuing up. And maybe that linger could rely on the midpoint at around like 360, 362. We'll see what happens. RSI looks really good. It's not overbought yet. Your momentum wave is, but again, that can be there for an extended period of time, so that doesn't mean much. Ondo is blasting off again. Beautiful bull flag breakout. We've been observing this. It's up 4.84% on the day. This bad boy broke above the upper trend line resistance, retested, blasted above 95.35, got above $1, hit that midpoint resistance, retested, and kind of established this flag where it broke out right at the apex of the triangle, and is now currently sitting at 107.22. Break above 109 would be awesome. RSI getting a little bit spiced up. It is currently overbought right now, but it does still have room to run before it's really overbought. So maybe we'll get a break above 109. Maybe we should. I feel like we should. Does this whole flagpole count? Because if it does, then 112, 113 should be our target. But Ondo looks really good right now. Everything looks really good right now. I'm excited, guys. I'm really excited. I'm super stoked. RSI, like I said, overbought a little bit. Tom Salkscoat said eggnog latte. Giovanni said Ondo finally. Tom Salkscoat said I've been so bullish on Ondo for like a year now. Patience, patience. Join the club, man. I've been talking about ADA and SNEK and Strike now for about a year, it feels like. And I mean, I feel like SNEK and Strike have paid off, but ADA, definitely a lingerer. Aerodrome, finally breaking above that 120 resistance. Currently up 10.74% on the day. That was that breaking point right there. If you would have bought that, I mean, this thing broke right through that and sent it. So, that test of 115 we should have talked about buying. We've been lingering down here for a minute. I bet you Chainlink is up too, because Chainlink was the other one that was lingering. But we got that break with ETH. It's currently sitting at 127.5. Looks really good. RSI just entered overbought territory. Momentum wave barely getting into overbought territory. I think this thing has plenty of room to run in the midterm. Short term, probably do with a retrace, maybe a retest of 123, and then continue from there. But Arrow looks awesome. Pinlink is down 0.44%, still chilling around 54.52. It is well below 60, well above 50. Kind of at a midpoint, I suppose. I don't mind it. Kind of happy with that. And you know what? It actually looks like a W to me. Last time you got 1, 2, 3 hits to the downside. Is that what's happening here? 1, 2, 3. I could see that. And then this longer term looks like a big W. So let's see what plays out. RSI looks good. We got an unconfirmed green dot on market saver, so it's trying. It wants to try to blast off. Let me get a picture. Mr. Tyler submitting an early guess for the daily close contest. Appreciate you, Tyler. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Numbers have been down. Retail definitely ain't feeling the crypto market, even when it's pumpy. So hopefully that changes. But if you guys could at least smash the like button. If you don't already, turn on notifications. It helps out a lot. But yeah, Pinlink looks good. Like I've been saying for forever, anything under 60 is a buy for me. Render is up 2.21% on the day. Did exactly what I wanted it to do. Came back down for that retest. And then eventually broke above our $3.95 and $4 levels. My target for this breakout, because it wasn't a big wedge. My target is still, and I go with the frugal target every time, $4.50. Long-term big boy target, if we measure the flagpole the longest way possible, is like $5.75. So we'll see if that happens, but my personal target, I'd be happy with $4.50. Stellar, Oh, let's look at the RSI. RSI is not overbought. It was for a second, but it got a nice retrace. Momentum wave, definitely overbought, but again, that can chill overbought for forever. So Stellar's up 3.39% on the day. Somebody just mentioned the other day that they pivoted out of something into Stellar. Was it Arrow? They said they pivoted out of Arrow into Stellar. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. But they did it like down here, which is pretty sick. That would be 10-11%. So they're not really missing out on anything. Yeah. But Stellar's up 3.37% on the day. Got a rejection at our lower trend line of our trading range, which is at around 38.5. And came back down, little retrace, and then blast off. So it got a break, retest, confirmation of support right there. It is go time. It is officially go time. Chilling at 39.62, a break of 40. Obviously, it's going to be a big deal. It's a nice psychological number. We get into the 40s, and then that's when the real fun begins. But as long as we stay above this 39.5, I'll be happy. 38.5, I'm sorry. We did get a confirmed red dot on Market Cipher back here, where all these crazy wicks happened on this candle. Let's see if that has played out yet or not. Blake Vega said, I have never had eggnog. Really? Oh my gosh, it's so good. If you're not allergic to the ingredients, which I think maybe have egg, I'm assuming. I couldn't exactly tell you what it was, to be completely honest. It's like a creamy, milky thing. It's so yummy, though. Just get, and you have to get a good brand. You can't get a crappy. Don't get the store brand. Get like Southern Comfort brand, non-alcoholic Southern Comfort brand. Pour it in a glass and put just a little sprinkle of cinnamon on top. And you gotta sit by a fire and like sip it dramatically while you're like stroking a polar bear fur or something. Reading A Christmas Carol by candlelight. It's super cozy, delicious beverage. Highly recommend. It kind of bugs me that it's a seasonal thing. Tyler said, thick spoiled milk. Disgusting. Yeah, Stellar looks really good. Tom Selleck's Goat said it's a lot like semen. It's you guys are ruining it, man. Cheers. Delicious. Okay, so yeah, Stellar looks really good. Polkadot is up 0.85% on the day, currently trading at 452. So I've shifted this thing over for forever. We finally got our breakout. This gigantic triangle breakout. Let me zoom back in. I don't even know why I zoomed out. We got a breakout retest continuation, danced around 421, got back above it. We're sitting at 425 right now. Next stop, hopefully 444. RSI is no longer overbought, and your momentum wave had two confirmed red dots, both of which may have played out already. I don't know. Tyler said spoiled semen. There's a clip. I don't remember what it is, but it's from the Osbournes, and Ozzy is all messed up. And I don't remember. Jack like found something. There was like some crud on the carpet or something, and he's like, "What is that?" And they're like trying to clean it up, and Ozzy just goes, "Smegma." Die laughing, dude, every time I see it. It's so funny. If you don't know what smegma is, go directly to, so you don't see pictures, because I don't know if pictures are going to show up by default. Probably incognito. And go to Urban Dictionary and then search it to get the definition. It's disgusting. But Ozzy saying it in his like, I'm like perma-fried British man voice is freaking hilarious. Anyways, Farcoin. Polkadot looks really good. RSI looks great. Momentum wave looks great. Number go up. Farcoin is up 2.03% on the day. The adjusted only like 17 times. Farcoin Fractal seemingly playing out beautifully. Number go up. We broke above 83.27. We are at 89.47 right now. Is this a interim resistance? I suppose we got previous support here and here. So yeah, maybe 89.90. Obviously 90 is probably going to be an important number because it's psychological. So let me just go 0.9. We'll call that resistance. We got to get above 9. and then continue to the upside. RSI looks really good. We got a confirmed red dot on Market Cipher in this candle, which maybe played out, but everything else looks awesome. RSI looks really good. Momentum wave, not even overbought actually, and you got a green dot pointing to the upside, so more room to grow for Fartcoin. Everybody likes a big fart. CAS is up 4.13% on the day. It did not fulfill the bearish thing, which is awesome. That's exactly what we want to see. We don't want to see these repeating bearish patterns because that stinks. Nobody likes that. We got a inverse head and shoulder here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, slanted neckline, breakout target. Technically hit. I'm going to call that hit, but maybe 86.7. We're at 86.1 right now. Regardless, bullish pattern playing out bullish is awesome. RSI entering overbought pretty soon here. Momentum wave is definitely overbought. I feel like I've been saying oversold, but I'm pretty sure I've been saying overbought. I might have said oversold a couple of times. It's just, sometimes my brain just says the opposite thing. Which is like, really bad? That's not an okay thing. You're just like, oops, I meant the complete opposite of that. But, looks really good. It's up 4% on the day. Like I said, keep an eye on that RSI. It's going to get overheated pretty soon here. Your momentum wave has plenty of room to remain overheated for a little bit. I would love to see this thing test 88 and get above it. But we'll see. We'll see what plays out. Avalanche is down, actually. Avalanche is down 1.02% on the day. This thing blasted. I think Avalanche kind of front ran everything. I could be wrong. But it blasted above its upper trend line, retested, confirmed bullish, broke straight through 27.33. Massive run up. That candle alone is up 6.5%. And rejected 29.51. A lot of wicks, both directions. Your RSI is incredibly overbought. And your momentum wave was, kind of still is a little bit, but it is pointing to the downside. Is this going to turn out to be a gigantic flag? I would not be surprised. Break to the upside, maybe in a couple of days. We'll see how it plays out. But 29.18 on the dollar amount, a break of 29.51 is going to be a big deal. I would love for midterm support 28.3 to hold. Wow, that's a really straight line. Holy cow. That was like a complete accident. And you can fudge that. I can't believe I drew a straight line that straight. That's crazy. But he'd said can't have eggnog, but we expecting a dump. Oops. What? How dare you say these words? Closing my trade because we're at the top of a range. If we break, big deal. Nobody ever lost money taking profits. Am I gonna close this one as well? Hang on. I'm going to leave it open. Tom Selleck said, I sold some Bitcoin to buy more Avalanche. Another one I'm bullish on. Dude, I think Avalanche is going to shred. I think Avalanche and Ondo are going to be the darling. Avalanche, Ondo, and Link are going to be big players in this bull market. I will say Avalanche has done a really good job recapturing their market share as opposed to something like, oh man, I don't even remember the name. I gotta go to CoinMarketCap. This is messed up, actually. I genuinely want to remember the name because I enjoyed the project, but I don't remember it at all because they fell off the map that far. Avalanche recaptured their market share, obviously better than Polygon. Cosmos, Atom, that's the one. Algorand kind of got shafted too, but Avalanche did a really good job. And they're obviously light years ahead of Polkadot too. But Polkadot's still holding up better than Atom. Atom, I don't even know how to address Atom. I feel bad for the holders. But he'd said holding Avalanche since cock days must be torture. Yeah, that's true. I just like what they've built since the bear market. Avalanche was probably my first unreasonable bias hatred. I held Avalanche for forever, probably around like 25, 30 bucks. And then I held it for like, and by forever, I mean like 3-4 months during the bull market. Everything else is pumping. I was like, this Avalanche coin sucks. I'm selling it. I sell it. No joke, like 2-3 days later, this thing goes crazy. It's up like 2-3x. And I'm pissed. I'm like, I hate that Avalanche coin. because they clearly targeted me and waited for me to sell my bags, and then they pumped it up so that I could miss out because everything's about me. But yeah, I have my unbiased dislike for Avalanche, which I'm not over. I've seen what they did with Guns Network and Off the Grid, which is awesome, super fun game. We got to get back into that. It was a lot of fun. But outside of that, I think they're gonna do a lot. I really do. Chainlink is up 3.69% on the day. Beautiful breakout from Chainlink. We got above our 23. What is that? 23.20 temporary resistance line. We are currently sitting at 24.45, well above. Well, not well above, just above 24.42 resistance. If we continue, that would be awesome. We are not yet overbought on the RSI. Momentum wave is overbought, but again, they can last for quite some time, so I'm sure we can just linger sideways here for a minute while the price goes up and maybe hopefully retests and confirms 24.42 as support to continue to the upside. Local top for Avalanche, or I'm sorry, Chainlink, is 27.8-ish, 27.9. So we break above that, it's going to get real fun. So far, looks really good. RSI, not overbought. Number go up. Doge is up 4.21% on the day, currently trading at 25.57. Doge got really pumpy yesterday. We broke this triangle, ripped up to 24.13. Kind of had trouble getting above that. That's clear resistance. Everything's trading below it. Broke above it, went straight to 25, lingered, got a couple wicks to flush liquidity, and now it's continuing to the upside. Technically, you could call this a breakout retest continuation. I kind of like that. So we'll see. We got a confirmed red dot on Market Cipher as well in this monster wick scenario. John Wick. We'll call that the John Wick, where it wipes out everybody. No one is left. That's the John Wick. It's got wicks on both sides. So currently sitting at 25.56, looking good. Next stop, hopefully 28.18. Tom Selkscale said Doge to $1. Chat yesterday said no, actually. Everyone in chat said no, they didn't think it was going to make $1 this time around, which is crazy, but maybe they're right. Who knows, man? Probably the right mindset to have, to be completely honest. I'd rather be too bearish than too bullish, because too bearish, you probably at least get some profits out. Near's up 0.84% on the day. Near struggling. We had a decent run up from its lower trend line, if you even want to call it that. Finally broke above the upper trend line and 269. Got a retest of our upper trend line. Broke above 269. Retested that. We have a break confirmation. Break confirmation. Hopefully that results in a decent continuation. RSI was overbought back here. We are now higher than we were back then, and the RSI is no longer overbought, which is good. But if we get a rejection soon, then that will spell bearish div, which will only, lead to a temporary downtrend before continuing to the upside, while the RSI continues to downside. Outside of that, we're sitting above 269, and it looks good. Momentum wave is no longer overbought, just barely, and we do have a green dot. Evan said there isn't an option in that poll for never had it, but I always thought it sounded gross, so I said no. Okay. That's fair. Although, I can't imagine somebody in Ohio not having eggnog. You guys don't really have anything else to do. The only reason I could say that is because Michigan's in the same boat. Winter comes along, you can either shovel or drink some exotic drink that's only comes out seasonally. You're like, oh, eggnog? Whoa, that sounds different. I'm going to try that. Evan must have just spent a lot of his time shoveling. He's the shovel guy. Pengu, finally waking up. We got a 3.56% candle. It is up 0.2% on the day. A couple of fake outs below 33.8. We're sitting at 34.8 right now, which is kind of the midpoint between 33.8 and 35.9. So a break above that would be awesome. I would love for this thing to shoot above 35.9 next. We have a bullish cross over the moving average on the RSI attempting, and a green dot on your momentum wave on Market Cipher, previously had a red dot on this candle. which I believe has played out since then. So you got the dip. Let's see the rip. RSI is cooperating. Price is cooperating. Volume. You got a kind of a deviation right here, which is, I believe, divergence, which is awesome. Volume fell off while the price fell up. That's what you want to see. Pengu looks good. Looks poised for some further upside from here. That's what I would like to see. I want to see this thing break 35. Evan said, we have all kinds of stuff to do. I never shovel. Drive a truck, man. LOL. I just do donuts everywhere when it snows. That's cute. Evan, I have a question. I have a genuine question, Evan. Do you change your tires for every season? Like, do you put on summer tires and then spring tires or autumn tires and then winter tires and then fall or whatever? Do you change your... Jokes aside, do you change your tires when the winter turns to summer, change the summer tires, and then the other way around, when it goes from summer to winter, do you put on winter tires? Or do you just learn how to drive without having to change your tires because the salesman didn't catch you with this gimmick? I guess I just revealed my bias there. I can't help myself, man. Evan, do you change your tires depending on the season? All right. Silver. Tom Selkscroat said no. It's just 2 tires, winter, and the rest of the year. I know, I was joking. That was the joke. Justin said, I live in Texas, so we don't really have winter. We just have to watch out for all the idiots. Dude, there was somebody today who was just straight up on his phone, like, with his arms around the steering wheel. He was going like 15 under. I almost ran him off the road. I was so pissed. I've never seen so many stupid people on the road. This year, I've seen like 30. And, you know, I gotta spend time calling the police if they're actually putting people's lives in danger. It's ridiculous. Wasting my time, man. Next time, I'm just gonna run them off the road and be like, oh, somebody got into an accident. Anyways, silver, currently all-time high or local high? Maybe local high. I'll just call it a local high. 41.55, looking good. It's up 0.12% on the day. Delicious. Silver bugs are tripping. DXY getting a little dumpy here. 97.51. No one cares. MicroStrategy. 326.02. It's down 0.13%, but it's really not doing much, honestly. It's just lingering. I would love for it to actually find a bottom soon because it's getting real close to not being able to fulfill my pattern that I drew. NASDAQ, beautiful, 23,999.7, looking good. S&P, I believe, new all-time high for the S&P 500, 6587.48, number go up. I repeat, ladies and gentlemen, number go up. Evan said, LOL, no, they only make winter tires. I have distributor prices for tires because of my mechanic shop. I change my own tires when I need to, but I've worked selling tires for 14 years. No way. Okay, I make fun of people that change their tires for like every other 10-degree change in temperature. I think that's hilarious. And maybe I'm an a-hole, but I just drive. If you don't know how to drive, the tire's not going to save you. If you're an idiot, the tire's not going to make a difference. So when people are like, oh my gosh, oh, you don't put winter tires on? What are you talking about? I put tires on my car. They're made out of rubber. When they go bald, I put new tires on my car. Those are also made out of rubber. The winter ones are called winter, but they're made out of rubber. The summer ones are also made out of rubber. Who's the idiot? Evan said you get 20% better traction, but it's not worth it. Thank you. I have a meme. I'm like, you have a whole shed filled with tires. Every 3 months, you change your tires? That sounds like the dumbest thing in the world. Evan, who, by the way, just said, I would like the record to show, Evan has been selling tires for 14 years and has been quoted in my chat saying, winter tires are basically a scam. I'm just saying. I didn't say it. I agree with it. But the man has spoken. Wick's wife's boyfriend Nettie Rack said, I just shat my pants. How if you're gonna be first crypto millionaire in your family tree? 115 for Twanky.69. It would be weird to put snow tires on here in Florida. Got rubber. Evan said, I have talked more people out of them than sold. Dang. So do you not stock any winter tires? Tom Selks said he said you get 20% better traction, so technically not a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam. You could just be a 20% better driver. I'm just saying. All right, I'm going to end the poll. What are the results? Drum roll. Do you like eggnog? We got 50% said yes, it's delicious. 40% said no, it's gross. 10% said no, but only with alcohol. Appreciate you guys for voting. Very cool. Evan said, sipping tires is also basically a scam. If you don't know what that is, you should look it up. And the moment you see what it is, you'll understand. Sipping tires. I'm scared. I'm kind of scared. Oh. Tire sipping is the process of cutting small extra slits into tires to improve its grip, especially in snowy, icy, or wet conditions, by proving additional biting edges and helping to channel away water. That is pretty funny. They should just make tires that are just like, instead of the grooves, they should like the how do you describe it? Just the little rubber thingies. Just covered and be like, these are the ultimate snow tire. It diverts all the water. And it's very grippy. And when you drive, you just kind of feel like you're doing this the whole time. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? They look like little hairs, but they're like real short. That'd be funny. Okay. Anyways, S&P 500 breaking records. Bitcoin dominance 58.26. Bitcoin itself 115,471 and 99 cents. About to liquidate some bears. Very cool. Let's go. Guys, we got 2 minutes remaining until the daily close contest begins, so make sure you get your guesses ready. Wix said, damn, price change please. 116 flat. That'd be sick. Oh, yeah, you guys can't guess yet. You gotta wait until I'll let you know. Evan said, tires are already made to do what sipping does. I know a lot about tires, lol. It's like Zach with trains. Dude, we gotta make Evan, I'm assuming he's not here. So when we do the Midwest meetup, we have to show up with a custom shirt for Zach. Or yeah, with trains and stuff on it. All right, we got less than 1 minute until the daily close contest, so make sure, let me get ready. Get your guys' guesses ready. 29 seconds remaining. Bitcoin 115, 391, 74. It's got to have train, a t-shirt. What else? Ten seconds remaining. Train, t-shirt, his 4K camera, and his future-proof PC. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Tom Stalk Scout said, now historically cuts after long pauses since last cut is bullish. Evan said, we can design it. Juntos? What is Juntos? Bahid coming in with a guess. $115 for 20.69. Let me get Tyler's guess in. Mr. Tyler submitted a guess, and his guess was 115 for 20. Whoa, that's actually really funny. Evan said Spanish. We can design it in June. Juntos. I don't know. Kinkos? Is that like Kinkos in Mexico? That's pretty funny. He said, I didn't know. I mean, yeah, technically he wouldn't know because that was like an hour ago, Evan, or fucking Tyler, whatever your goddamn name is. Too many of you assholes. Evan coming in with a guess. Look at that. He stuck around. Evan coming in with 115,360. Together. Juntos means together? Shouldn't you be learning like Swedish or something? Where does she live again, Evan? Denmark. 115,385 from Tom Selleck Scout. Justin said, did that go through? No, it did not. Justin, try putting letters in between your numbers. Letters in between numbers. Wick said, Tyler gets a wiener. 116 flat. Okay. I don't remember your actual name. Rednecky 116,000. Tyler coming in with a change. You guys are distracting me. 115,500.01. Evan said, oh, shh. Like she's watching. Fahid said, dang it, Nettie. LOL. I got a change going with 115,694. Okay. I got you, Justin. You're good now. Fahid 115,694.2. Justin 115,666.69. I like that one. Degenair. I don't know what time it is. Somebody got the time? 115,397. All right, you guys got 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining on the clock. I think I got everyone so far. Anybody not see your number on the thingy? But submitted already. Bitcoin currently trading at 115,420.87, looking good. I have a box of mini Nilla wafers, which are backwards for you guys. But they are not backwards for me, and they are delicious. I promise. I like to eat them. Okay. Brendan Hilgen coming in with a guess. 115,433.23. Everyone, do me a favor. Look at your guess. Make sure that it's correct, because sometimes I am useless and stupid and dumb. Bitcoin 115,460 even. Interesting. Very, very interesting. That liquidation point has been hit, so we're going to have to update that. All right, you guys got 41 seconds remaining on the clock to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. We got 15 people in here. Make sure you guys smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. And happy Thursday. Tyler said, wait, can I do 115,420.69 now? No, there's too many changes. You're locked in, Mr. Tyler. Cheers, guys. Happy Thursday. Evan said, you have my guess wrong. It's the Bitcoin close amount. Tyler said, I don't want it. It's too bad, man. Too bad. You guys have to learn the lesson. Time's up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for participating in the daily close contest. Let's get these bad boys on the board. This one I'm just going to change immediately because we know that that's different. Red Decky, 116 even. Let me go confirm your damn name. You changed your name on me, which is going to mess up the whole daily close contest, just so you're aware. So don't get mad if you don't if you don't win at the end of the year. I had you on here before. When was it? Necky Recky. That's what it is. Yeah, if you guys change your YouTube name, then I cannot be held accountable for your daily close being all messed up. Just so you're aware. You have to stick with that name for the whole year. There's no way around it. All right, next we got Fahid with 115,694.2. We got 115,666.69 from Justin. We got Tyler with 115,500.01. We got Brennan Hilgen, 115,433.23. We got Degenaire. Degenaire is one of the cooler names in the chat. 115,397. 397. I struggle when there's a 9, apparently. My finger does not want to cooperate when there's a 9. 115,385 from Tom Selleck Scott. And then last but not least, Mr. Evan Pickle, whose real name is Clint, by the way. 115,360. Apparently he's never shoveled a day in his life, and he has sold tires. But he's really bad at selling tires, so he can never upsell the winter tires. Wix, or as we know him, Necky Recky, said, I change often for comedy's sake, hence the name. It's from Frankie Candle's channel. Ah, I do thoroughly enjoy Frankie Candles. One of my favorite things that Frankie Candles has said is the profit-taking thing. He explained, like, if you're not willing to take 5% on a $100 trade, then you won't be willing to take 5% on a $1 million trade. Don't worry about what other people think. You're not trading for them. Trade for yourself. Make a plan, stick to it, all that stuff. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Tom Selleck Scott said, no one knows what you're talking about. I know what he's talking about. Me? No one knows what I'm talking about? That's more understandable. Okay. Bitcoin, 115,481 and 45 cents. Brennan Hilgen currently in the lead. We got 1 minute and 34 seconds remaining on the clock. What is going to happen? Very close to Mr. Tyler. Are we going to get a spike up above his entry? We are overbought on the 1 minute time frame. What's it going to be? I do think we're probably going to get a close above 115 no matter what. I think that's a pretty safe bet. But is it going to be Brennan Hilgen, Tyler, or somebody else entirely? Imagine it dumps so hard that Evan wins. Ladies and gentlemen, we officially have 60 seconds until the daily close contest concludes. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. Ned Brecky said, I watch Frankie Candles, The Lifer, Crypto Sensei TV, and you. I appreciate that. You should show me. You should show me in their chat. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Well, maybe if you want to. Just don't be annoying. Don't get banned because I need you to shill. Still, just drop little nuggets every once in a while. We got 32 seconds remaining on the clock. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. Brendan Hilgen currently in the lead with a guess of 115,433.23. The Heat said, anyone watch Alex O? I do not. I do enjoy Lifer once in a while, though. What's his name? Jason Casper? I had him on the other day. I was cracking up. He was like swatting wasps with a plunger and stuff. That dude's funny. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of today's Daily Close contest, Mr. Brendan Hilgen. Let's see some bananas in the chat for Brendan Hilgen. Oh, big spike above Tyler's guess right after the close. Happens every single time. Whoa! Super duper mega bullish Bitcoin. What is going on? Since the daily close. Holy cow. Michael Cho said there is no stop loss. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bitcoin daily close price 115,482.69. 115,482.69. Very nice. Congratulations, Brendan Hilgen, on your victory, ladies and gentlemen. Spam the bananas in the chat. Hope it's a dick food. Brendan Hilgen with a guess of 115,433.23. Ladies and gentlemen, have conviction in your plays. Not financial advice. I love you guys. Let's get this bad boy cleared up. Look at that big fat wick to the upside. Bitcoin is coming back with a vengeance, liquidating some bears. You love to see it. A spicy daily close. Look at the 4-hour time frame is even spicy. Whoa, that doesn't happen after the daily close. What is going on? Let's get some bananas in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Brendan Hilgen is our winner. His guess, whoops, 115, 433.23. The actual Bitcoin daily close 115, 482.69. Spam the bananas, ladies and gentlemen. Banana spam is required in the chat. Degenaire said, although him and Lifer rant on about God way too much. Yeah, I can overlook that though. I don't turn him on every day. Tom Selk said, new all-time high incoming. Dude, that one dude, what's his name? That one angry guy on X. I swear they just rage bait, but I really don't think so. I genuinely believe that they're this bearish and they think that we topped and that we're never going to see any. And they've said it 1,000 times already. They've been wrong every single time. They don't care. It's comical, man. It really is. I haven't been on Buttcoin in forever either. Anyways, let's press the button. Ladies and gentlemen, Brendan Hilgen, yay, is our winner. Very cool. Congratulations, Brendan Hilgen, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas. Let me add Brendan Hilgen to the winner's Google Doc. Brennan, I do not believe that you are Canadian, but I do feel I need to refresh. Are you Canadian? Moving on. All right, I do believe that I am all set. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 115.433.23 and an actual Bitcoin daily close of 115.482.69 on September 11th, 2025, Mr. Brennan Hilgen's prize is an All-American Hoagie. Congratulations, Brennan Hilgen, on your victory. This bad boy is 18 inches long. Feel free to share it with your friends, your family, your peers, your fellow competitors. Whatever you do, you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again on your victory. Enjoy. And yes, it is an All-American Hoagie in honor of 9/11. Congratulations. Whew. Oh, my nose is itchy. Nadreki said, I love God. I love Lifer. Talks about it. Bless you and your family. Thank you, Jesus, Lord God, King of Kings. If you don't know, got your life straight. Ah, delicious chai latte. Gosh, that looks delicious. I gotta stop putting food that I want for the prize. It's gonna make me spend money on food. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our winner. Congratulations, Brennan Hilgen, once again on your victory. Enjoy your All-American Hoagie. Do we got some likes smashed? Have you smashed the like button today? We got 14 people watching and only 10 likes. You guys can do better than that. Degenaire said, can ETH hit 5K already? Let's go take a look. ETH. It's got to get above 40. Let's just call it 45. Got to get above 4,500. Oh, that was a fun sound. Tom Self-Scott said, hey, Hoser. Hey, Hoser, you from Canada? All right. Cool, cool, cool. Number go up. Very nice. We like number go up. Ooh. Ooh. Render's been getting pretty spiced up after the close every day. It's been quite an interesting run. Bitcoin snapping necks and cashing checks. All right, guys, we got some news articles to go through. Let me just verify that my trade is still in profit. Should I close it? Should I close the trade? I'm going to leave it open. Okay. News articles. This one was really interesting. Apparently, Cardano futures open interest surged to 2.5 billion. Futures open interest has climbed to its highest level since 2021, signaling a sharp rise in leveraged activity around Cardano. People are longing. CoinFashions posted, I sold... Oh, this one's crazy. I sold a lot of crypto to pay for repairs. I swapped out of projects that I'd been holding for several years. Had I just held, I would be up about 130K right now. I feel pathetically weak. I want my big break. That is a really crappy story. And unfortunately, I think that that's incredibly common in crypto. We lose our patience, and then we think that we made the wrong choice in the beginning, and we rotate, and we usually end up getting burned after that. So there's a lesson in conviction there, and sticking to your guns, trusting your gut, all that stuff, patience, greed. It's a balance. You gotta find a healthy balance. We got U.S. inflation rising to 2.9%. 30-year fixed mortgage rates record biggest drop in a year. I'm excited about that. You guys know I talk about it all the time. I'm looking to get a house. Mortgage rates dropping is really good for me. So that's probably a big reason for this bullish pump, the renaissance in the crypto market. BlackRock explores launching tradable ETF tokens on the blockchain. Hell yeah. BlackRock to tokenize funds with real-world assets and stocks on the blockchain. Hell yeah. S&P 500 closes at a new all-time high of 65.87. Hell yeah. DTCC lists Fidelity's Solana ETF and Canary's XRP ETF. Hell yeah. Tech Dev with another rare post, which are becoming more and more frequent and less rare. The 2012 setup before the 2013 run, the 2016 setup before the 2017 run, the 2020 setup before the 2021 run, all over again. Every single time we get a little baby spike, and then the actual run up, spike, run up, spike, run up, spike. What comes next? I'm just saying. And then we got Ethereum breakout from Stock Money Lizards. This is the exact pattern that we've been watching. His is a little bit different from mine, but I like it. A breakout's a breakout. I'll take it. Marty Party posted, Mike Novogratz, CEO of Galaxy Digital, Galaxy HQ, says during a CNBC Squawk Box interview today, Solana can process 14 billion transactions a day. That's more than equities, fixed income, commodities, and foreign exchanges combined. Tom Selkscott said mortgage rates drop, and everyone's like, everyone like you who's been waiting also wants to buy a house, demands exceed supply, and prices go up. That better not happen. I will say, prices going up on a house is a lot more manageable than a like runaway mortgage rate, because the runaway mortgage rate makes your monthly payment almost impossible. And I've been positioning myself for a runaway mortgage rate anyways, so hopefully I can put down a cash payment that'll make the payment affordable for me no matter what price the house is, especially after crypto runs, hopefully. Fingers crossed. August CPI inflation rises to 2.9% in line with expectations of 2.9%. Core CPI inflation rises to 3.1% in line with expectations of 3.1%. Inflation is now at its highest level since January 2025. We continue to see a 25 basis point rate cut next week, allegedly. Markets are now pricing in 75 basis points of rate cuts by year end. While CPI inflation continues to rise, the labor market is simply too weak to ignore. Next week will be a big week. Follow them for real-time analysis, blah, blah, blah. Tom Selkscott said, actually, that is very true. I can't wait to refi. Yeah. I've done all the math, dude. I've been sitting on this for way too freaking long. I should have bought a house, like, during COVID, or maybe even before then. I fumbled the bag at that part, which I will admit, but hopefully I get myself into a better position right now. Federal government employment is plummeting. See, I think AI is going to throw a wrench in the Fed's plans. They want employment to go up. Like, they want jobs numbers to increase. They want inflation to go down. Inflation's going up and jobs are decreasing. So, AI, I don't know. It's getting it's like this weird limbo of stagflation and something else entirely that the Fed has like no control over. Look at Ondo's already up 2%. Ooh. 1.1, $1.10. Look at that. What else do we got? Everything is pretty chill. Ondo's running though. Ondo and Pinlink. Pinlink's already up 1.1. See, it doesn't look like much though when Pinlink moves. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, Tom, Tom Selkscott, my brother-in-law got kind of bamboozled into a high interest rate. It was variable, and the guy that like helped him with his mortgage was like, "Don't fix it yet. The rates are gonna go down." And this was like 2-3 years ago, and it just kept going up. And he ended up locking in at like some ridiculous, I don't even want to say it because I might be wrong, but it was like 7.5 or something crazy. It was a crazy number. I was like, whoa. And he bought in a great neighborhood as far as like price goes, but it's also kind of in the middle of nowhere because of, or the prices are low because it's in the middle of nowhere. And he's got this ridiculous interest rate, dude. It's just crazy to me. I unfortunately admired and I say unfortunately because it's kind of silly, admired the housing market when I was like a child. I would look at real estate. I just liked looking at floor plans and like the interior of homes for some reason. I don't know why. And because of that, I have this idea of what homes should cost depending on the location, at least locally in Michigan where I live. And for some reason, a big portion of Colorado. But that's like one of my weird hobbies that I always enjoyed. That, and I also thoroughly enjoy floor plans of RVs for some reason. Tom Scout said, "You can call me Tom if you want. I don't give a fuck, but you're not. You're a goat." I guess we didn't discuss whether or not Tom Selleck named his goat Tom as well. I closed my other trade. It was lingering for too long. I'd rather take profit now while it's there. Tom Selleck said, "Yeah, and anything above a 6 is crazy." Isn't that nuts, dude? I was like, whoa. I saw at my local credit union that their interest rates were below 6. I was like, ooh. It's like the first time I've seen anything below a 6 in forever. Okay, next we got individual investors are cashing in. Retail investors sold 700 million of U.S. equities last week in their second weekly sale over the last 3 weeks. This comes after nearly 36 straight weeks of buying. As a result, the 4-week average of selling has now risen to 200 million. At the same time, institutional investors bought 1.1 billion, posting their 6th straight weekly purchase, the longest streak since 2022 bear market. Before this streak, they had sold 19 billion over 12 weeks. Their 4-week average of purchases has now jumped to 1.7 billion. Wall Street is buying while Main Street is selling. Ladies and gentlemen, follow the smart money. Retail is selling, I'm buying. Tomorrow's dollar cost average day, so it should be a fun one. We got interesting 33% of U.S. states could already be in a recession according to Moody's analysis. Michigan is one of those. Recession is red, expansion is green. Texas, California, Florida, North Carolina, and what is that? New York are all potentially in expansion. Everything else pretty much at risk of recession or in a recession. So be careful. Next we got Colin Talks Crypto Update. Bitcoin bull run versus alt season timing comparison. Forecast. Bitcoin USD will go higher this cycle and hasn't topped yet. ETH BTC will drop first before climbing higher. Ben Cowan. Bitcoin dominance top is in for the cycle. Ooh, I like that. Bitcoin dominance will climb first before dropping further. Ben Cowan. Okay, I changed my mind. Next, we got bullish Galaxy's Solana accumulation hits 1.35 million Solana, worth $302 million in 12 hours, with 430,000 Solana bought in the last hour. Whoa, that's a lot of sold. Bullish PayPal said it will help expand the Hyperliquid community through its 400 million plus PayPal and Venmo accounts. Hell yeah. Jack Mallers just gave his version of the Sailor quote. Sailor's quote is, "Bitcoin is the exit strategy," which I love. That is a tattoo-worthy quote, in my opinion. Jack Mallers said, "Get out of dollars. Bitcoin is the exit door for everyone." Not as cool as Sailors, but he's a young guy. You know, he's got time to like let it churn and think about it, come up with something better on the fly later. But I like it nonetheless. Billionaire Jack Dorsey says Bitcoin will make the current financial system feel as irrelevant as the fax machine. Literally, when I first started working in my work, which I've been working over for like 10, 11, 12 years now, I remember when I first, people would be like, "Can you fax something over?" And I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, can you fax?" I'm like, I don't think so. Who has a fax machine? I thought they stopped using those in the 90s. Apparently they still use them. And the concept, the idea that, like, let's say you're a disgruntled employee. You worked somewhere and they have a decent budget of ink that they have to buy, and you know their fax number. Can you not just fax them like solid black pages and just make them waste all of their ink? They have to unplug the fax machine in order to make it stop. Because it's not like, do you approve this trend? You just start receiving stuff, which is hilarious. That's the goofiest thing I've ever heard of. But I digress. Getting distracted. Bitcoin 115, 528, 33 cents. Congratulations, Brandon Hilgen, once again on your victory. Billionaire Mike Novogratz said live on CNBC that Bitcoin crypto is going to capture 400 trillion. We're just getting started. Hell yeah. Like I said, guys, follow the smart money. Mustache posted Altcoins Total 3 2018 to 21 versus 2022 to 25, what do you notice? Right. We're in the most exciting phase of the entire bull cycle for altcoins. Things can suddenly happen very quickly. I talk about this all the time. This is a great example. The bull market does not last nearly as long as the bear market. You get 80-90% of the time the price is down or chopping sideways. The other 20 to 10%, if you're lucky, is straight up. You do not want to be underexposed or completely out of the market. You do not want to be sidelined during the pump because it does not last long. It doesn't. It might this time, but are you really going to take that chance? And regardless, why are you investing if you're just going to sideline yourself after one little downturn? You have to have conviction. You can't get emotional. Not financial advice, obviously. You're really like whiplash back and forth, split personality, bipolar disorder reaction to the market. You're probably overexposed and you're probably like betting your daughter's lunch money. You need to relax. Make sure your rent is paid. Make your stupid little car payment and make sure you got your winter tires for the year. It's going to be okay. Bitcoin Census posted altcoins now in alt season territory. The altcoin season index have now tapped into altcoin season for the first time since December of 2024. It's getting exciting, guys. Mr. Crypto posted altcoins are finally breaking out here. Alt season is imminent. Let's freaking go. What is this? I'm assuming this is total 2, total 3, or maybe even others dominance. No, others dominance versus Bitcoin maybe. I don't know. It's right around $1 billion. It's got to be total 3 because total 3 is right at 1.07. So that's exciting stuff. And then last but not least, our daily update. We got through today, which was OPEC and CPI. Tomorrow we got MI consumer sentiment data and MI inflation expectations data. And then we're good to go, man. We are free to pump through the weekend. Hopefully, we'll see what happens, obviously, with that. Bitcoin getting a little downturn here, 115,474 and 37 cents. Let's do a quick portfolio update. Before that, though, I want to take a look. Ondo still pumping, 2.94% on the day, looking good. SNEK is up 0.69%. Nice. Gotta make an observation when it's up 0.69. Anything else? That's it. Yeah, Ondo's running, man. It's time, man. It is time. Where did it go? Am I crazy? There it is. 3%. Whew. Spicing up. Let's go. All right. Back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance 58.3. Still getting a little pumpy, little rebound attempt. Congratulations once again, Brandon Hilgen. Portfolio update. Our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is only down $4. Oh, it's in profit. $2 right now. Very nice. Sol, ADA, and Ondo, and Render, and now Doge are leading the pack. Sol is up 36. ADA is up 15. Ondo's up 11. Render's up 9. Doge is up 5. Near, Fetch, Proppy, Shib, and Aptos are all down. Honestly, the worst one only being down 26%. Not that bad. Not that bad. We're up $2. Hopefully we can continue this trend. Memecoin portfolio outperforming the Grok portfolio. Currently in profit $16. This portfolio has 2 assets in the red. WIP is up $72. Pepe is up $23. Doge is up $16. SNEK is down $2. And GigaChad is down $97. Like I said, I did build a GigaChad bag because of how down bad it was. That's when you want to buy. People like pivot and then they talk crap when something's down like crazy, which I think is hilarious. Ben Cowan actually does that a lot, which is insane to me. He's like, these are going to bleed against Bitcoin. And he talks like they're the worst thing in the world. That's literally when you're supposed to buy something. You were supposed to buy something when it's doing bad. You're not supposed to buy it when it's doing good. So you got to maybe just change your tone a little bit. I don't know. It's just silly to me. Anyways, narrative portfolio was once upon a time the best performer. It is probably the most stable and my favorite. It is currently in profit $98.03. This portfolio did not go negative while the first two did. And the best performer so far, I think, has been positive since inception. But this portfolio is made up of 1 meme coin, 1 artificial intelligence coin, 1 decentralized physical infrastructure coin, 1 gaming coin, 1 real world asset coin, and it is absolutely killing it. Currently in profit $98.04. We have 1 asset that is negative. VeChain is down $9. Fetch is up 13. Mana is up 16. Tau is up 23. And Pepe is up 52. looking good. And then last but not least, the perfect entry portfolio, the best performer, absolutely shredding to the upside. $900 invested in this portfolio. You guys voted on every single coin in here, $100 per coin, and it is up $236 as we speak. We have one asset negative right now, and that's Render, which is getting a little pumpy. Render's down $2. The graph is up 10, ETH is up 14, Pith is up 15, Sui is up 18, Ondo's up 23, Sol is up 26, Link is up 61, and Crow is up 66. This portfolio is absolutely shredding, and it is quite a looker. If I'm being completely honest, I thoroughly enjoy checking out this portfolio. So you guys killed it. I'm excited to see where that thing goes, and if we even get another opportunity to add that final coin, honestly. All right, Bitcoin. Still getting pumpy here. Did I close my trade too early? Maybe. But that's what we do. Sometimes we gotta acknowledge that the early close is just a safe way out. Congratulations, Brennan Hilgen, once again on your victory. Are we gonna have to stay on for a pumpy stream today? That'd be kind of fun. Ondo's up 2.36%. Pinlink's up 1%. Render's up 0.5%. Look at that, Render sitting well above $4. Not well above. It's just sitting above $4, which is exciting. Pangu is up 1.23. Very nice. Alts are waking up right now, man. Total 3, 1.11 trillion. We closed above our 1.1 midpoint. 1.13, here we come. Let's go take a look at total 2. Total 2 following a fractal. No, it really isn't actually. I put it on there. Let's just call this a decoupling right now. Let's see if this thing can dance around the current all-time high and then blast off mid-September. Just for the record, everyone was incredibly bearish for September. It is September 11th right now. We are 33% through the month. And we're pumping. I'm just saying. Everyone insisted September was going to be the worst month ever. And there's still a chance for it to be the worst month ever, which is why I'm taking this exact moment right now to be a little bit cocky. Michael Cho said, any good entry that hasn't run yet? Could you look at C-Pool? Yes, I can. Let me take a look at total 2 really quick. Looking good. 1.65 trillion and climbing. And then you said C-Pool. C-Pool on Bybit. Interesting. This looks very similar to total 2. Am I wrong? I am wrong. I am way wrong. Why did I think that? I don't know. Okay, so C-Pool. Maybe it looks similar to Doge. There's something that had this downtrend and then the flat line and then the pop up. So it's currently sitting at support based on this previous price action. You got well above that, which was resistance. What is the deal with this? Okay, longer term. Ooh, what is going on? Do they have an unlock schedule? So this thing chops up and then pops. Gets a drag down, chops up. It's chopping up right now, it looks like. Volume looks really good. It's sustained volume. Your RSI is sitting right around 60. Probably right at 60, honestly. You're in a clear uptrend. Momentum wave is overbought, but it's not the end of the world. That pulse play said, look at Ray, brother. I will take a look in a moment, my friend. C-Pool. Yeah, I would just, your resistance lines are going to be relatively local, right there and there. Get above 18 and then 20, and then we can start talking about some exciting price action. And this is based on previous points of confluence. You got resistance, 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 resistance. For 18, and then for 20, resistance, 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 support, support, resistance. A lot of confluence, and that's a big psychological number as well. So get above 18 and 20 and then continue from there. No problem. Let's go take a look at Ray. Let me get back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, Pompey Bitcoin, dude. We really like Pompey Bitcoin. Wick said, bro, please don't ever make that face you made on the tube pic for this live. Kind of looks like you're ready to win your own contest and eat your own damn wieners. That's the point. The picture is supposed to be a meme. Because that's what all the YouTubers do. Oh, it's, hold on, wait a minute. Let me, this face from The Sopranos. Where he's like, open the door! This is literally the face that I made for the thumbnail. If you guys are not familiar. No joke, I put that like side by side. Let me see, can I make this really big? Oh, I can just pull up, I have the actual thumbnail image on my computer. Hold on. So, yeah. You see it? Come on. That's so good. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, hang on. I want to click between them. All right, ready? You see it? It's supposed to be the same face. Open the door! And that's supposed to be a joke from all the other YouTubers that do it. Coach said, hey boss, can you check TRWA on MXC? Yes, I can. Give me 1 second. I got to take a look at Ray for that pulse play. Rick said, are you ready to take the whole thing down the throat? Open the door, man. That's all I have to say to that. Open the door. Open the door! Dang it, I did close my trade to her like, shit. No! Damn you, Bitcoin. Alright, where are we? Take a look at Ray. REI. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Share the love, spread the stream. Share the stream. Just spread something else, whatever you want. This thing played out a textbook inverse head and shoulder. Target definitely hit. Even if you go a little reckless with it, that was that 10-cent target. Currently sitting at 11.11. Make a wish. You got rejected at 11.72. Isn't that weird? Literally, I drew these lines forever ago. You got a bounce right here. Break below. Resistance, dance around, support, break, resistance. Break, resistance. Come on. It's crazy. Justin said, just re-enter. Don't worry about it. What I will say, the biggest indicator for there being a bull market is when you can FOMO long into something that's already pumped up for the day and you still make profit. That is like the biggest indicator for at least maybe let's call it a bull trend rather than a bull market. That's how you know stuff's getting exciting. When you can FOMO long into something that's already pumped up and you still make money. All right, Coach wants to take a look at TRWA on MXC. Congratulations, Brandon Hogan, once again on your victory. On MXC. Okay, we've looked at this before. Interesting. So you had this triangle. You got a fake out. Like rejection almost. Look at that. I've pointed this out 1,000 times. The first move is always a false move. You got your false move down, and we can cherry pick. You know, I'm kind of cherry picking a little bit here because I did scoot this line to make sure that didn't look like it was poking a little. You know, we're self-aware. But you got your false move down, and then it just popped up. Trapped the bears. That was a bear trap right there. Very easily, especially on MXC, probably trapped some bears for sure. Broke down, everyone was probably like, oh, short it. Bam. Liquidated. Instantly liquidated. Justin said, I trail my stops up and then rebuy the higher low if they take it. I just stopped out on Bitcoin, then re-entered a couple minutes ago. Yeah. It's usually how it goes. Coach said, nice. I didn't fail in the trap. Nice. Very nice. And the triangle doesn't always break bullish, but look at this. I mean, the volume is insane right here. It's insane again right here. Pretty consistent. RSI, everything was telling you what was going to happen. As soon as you cross bullish on the RSI, look at this.
Your RSI crossed bullish over your moving average in this candle right here. If you would have bought in this candle, that is the perfect, you break right back into that trend, bam, instantly 22%. No brainer. As soon as that cross happened. Right here. Telltale sign, man. And you got a confirmed green dot on that cross. Confirmed green dot. I'm sorry, momentum wave green dot. Unconfirmed on Market Cipher. Look at all this green, man. This is so exciting. When's the last time we had a pumpy post daily close stream? I'm pumped, man. Let's go take a look at others dominance. Others dominance. Kind of flagging out, maybe? Does this count as a flag if it's a descending broadening trend? Descending broadening wedge? You got a confirmed red dot on Market Cipher right there. Coach said we're going all-time high on Bitcoin tonight. That'd be so sick, dude. What a stream. That would be so sick. Okay. Coin market cap. Yeah, Ray looks really good. Up 13% on the day. Coin market cap, we got 50 on fear and greed, which is literally dead center neutral. Let's freaking go. That's what we like to see. Altcoin season 65. Not bad. If we cross 75, then it is officially altcoin season. We got MYX, MOKB, Pengu, Crow, IP. A lot of these are dropping from where they were, which makes sense. You know, the date is shifting as well as the retraces, I'm sure, are happening. Not a lot. Not a lot on the lower half. Pi virtual fartcoin is down 29% still. Where is GigaChat down so far that it's not even on this list? Wouldn't that be crazy? Is it on here? I gotta see. Does anyone see Giga? Oh my gosh, Tezos is there? Look at, good for them. ADA? Wow. Chainlink up 82%. That's crazy, dude. Chainlink's finally waking up. That's exciting. I wonder if ICP is going to do anything. Dang. All right. Bitcoin 115,906 and 11 cents. Looking good. Exciting times. Ondo still up 2.46% on the day. Arrow up 1.11% on the day. Pinlink up 1.32. Renders up 1.05. Fartcoin is up 1.43. Pengu's up 1.24. Who else is up 1 point something? I think that's it. Sweet. Bitcoin dominance. I'm surprised this isn't dropping. There's a lot of alts that are getting a little pumpy here. I mean, Bitcoin's pumpy too, I guess. Kind of makes sense. We are entering overbought territory for the first time in quite some time on Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame. Since August 14th. Is it doing what it did back then? We had August 10th was overbought, and then August 14th was overbought. And that was sitting right around 100. That was the all-time high. Oof. Wait a minute. Are we about to get bearish divergence? That would actually be really bad. If Bitcoin rejects, then we will have some pretty decent bearish divergence. But we need the RSI to be higher still. Litecoin long and strong. Dude, I was so bummed. They like said that their intern on X was gonna be a different person because they were like mean or something. I was so pissed. But I think they were just joking. They were like being all nice on everyone's posts and stuff after that. I'm like, what is this? Like, can we bring back the shade throwing Litecoin intern? Because that shit was funny, dude. He was like being pissy to everybody like Wendy's. I love that. I think that's hilarious. Because all these brands are all too like formal and Wall Street executive. They're like, we must be prim and proper. And I don't know. I find it hilarious. Wendy's is out there like throwing shade at everybody. Litecoin is the Wendy's of crypto on Twitter, and it makes me laugh. And I feel like we need that. Cheers to Litecoin laughter. Thoroughly enjoy them on Twitter. Let's see. Yeah, altcoins are waking up right now. Bitcoin dominance 58.3. This thing has not budged at all. Coach said Solana looked like perform more than ETH recent days. It has, actually. Solana has 100% outperformed ETH in the last couple of days. Look at this. ETH just got a breakout. Solana has been shredding. Solana was in an uptrend and broke to the upside. ETH was in a downtrend and is breaking to the upside. That's a big difference. Solana's definitely been outperforming ETH the past couple of days for sure. Let's see. 1 week 13.5 on Sol. ETH 1 week is 4%. 1 month down 2.59. Sol 1 month up 20%. 5 month 54 for Sol. 5 month on ETH 73. So on the monthly, I'm sorry, 3 month. On the 3 month, ETH is outperforming Solana. Coach said everything looked to break out, but it's slowly break out when the gigapump, right? I mean, retail, I think, has to show up with all of their stock market gains that they've cashed out on and go, oh, I guess I should rotate into this crypto thing because it looks like it's going to go up here. And then we all make a bunch of money. All right. Imagine a surprise of 50 basis points. I don't know if 50 would be a surprise. I think 75 would be a surprise. 50 people are somewhat expecting right now for some reason. It definitely dropped something. Okay. Let's see. Bitcoin. Woo. Congratulations, Brennan Hilgen, once again in your victory. Coach said, I think retail have learned lesson and didn't come again. I think that's the situation, though. I think that the United States is going to use stablecoins, and right now they're positioning themselves as best as possible. And then there's going to be a massive push, kind of like the government cheese, like the Got Milk ads. There's going to be a massive marketing push for cryptocurrency. And then retail is going to be like, oh, the government is like sponsoring blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, so it must not be a scam. And they're going to flood in, dude. As soon as the government opens the floodgates, especially with the Clarity Act and the SEC, it's game on, man. We still haven't even gotten that. It's crazy. It is crazy. It's going to be a fun time. I'm excited. Your sandwich makes me feel hungry. Same. It looks so good. It's not mine, it's Brennan's. Brennan won it fair and square. Congratulations, Brennan. Okay, what do we got? Everything's kind of quietly moving. Doge is up 1.46%. Let's go. We got Doge. Okay, Pengu. Doge. Fartcoin. Render. Pinlink. Ondo. HBAR is probably going to be next. HBAR is up 0.73. Yeah, dude. Heck yeah. Let's go. Why didn't put a vegetable? It's this is called an all-American hoagie. And today is 9/11, so in remembrance of 9/11, I went with an all-American hoagie. We are technically in alt season. Yeah. Yeah. I don't disagree. Matter of fact, I think I agree. Just wait until your mom or your grandma calls you to buy some Doge coin. But we don't feel it now. Michael Cho said, Ondo, too late to buy? too late to buy? I guess that depends. Are you willing to endure a potential retrace? You got a beautiful triangle breakout. Let's actually draw. So I like to do the frugal target first. Frugal target for the breakout is literally hitting right now. The longer, more fun target for the breakout, you could argue, not financial advice of course, could go all the way up to $1.45. I think Ando can go way higher. I would not say that it's too late to buy. But again, you do have to be prepared to sit through a potential retrace. This thing, it pumps and then it retraces, pumps and retraces. And sometimes the retraces are painful like this. Pumps, retraces. It's about to pump and it's probably going to retrace. It might even retrace from here for a minute and then pump. You have to be prepared for that retrace if it does retrace. So it's your decision. It is also overbought right now, so. Michael said, thank you. Good spot buy. Okay. Yeah, it's sitting right at that level where it usually rejects if it's going to reject, but keep in mind you got rejection, rejection, consolidation, break. So this consolidation right here, hopefully built enough as a springboard for it to break well past $1.09. And eventually, hopefully this thing can get to like $1.25 and then linger. Coach said, did you see open VPP? I did not. What is that? Wick said, yo, is this the first time that Bitcoin has made a daily close above or at 115K? No. Daily closes have been pretty spicy in the past. The highest daily close for Bitcoin has actually been 123,365. So yeah. Now that's funny that I clearly split this up into two because I knew something was gonna have to be adjusted. That's so stupid. Let's see if that's how it plays out though. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna put it right there. Coach said, can you check Caspa? I'm waiting for the breakout. Yes, I can. Where is Caspa? 0.21% on the day. Yeah, Caspa's got to get above 0.88. 0.088. Wick said, in this bull season. I mean, technically, no. Because Bitcoin, I feel like Bitcoin's been in a bull market. Those closes weren't that long ago. That all-time high wasn't that long ago. Oh! Number go up. Number go up hard. Holy cow. Oh my god. What does this look like on the big boy chart? Holy crap, everything's going crazy. Yeah, Cass needs to get up above 0.088 in order for me to be excited about it. You do have that inverse head and shoulder that's kind of fulfilled right now, but it could keep going. What is going on here? Why did my bag just explode? Do I take profit again? I'm going to do it. Oh, nobody ever lost money taking profits, guys. You can scalp all day long. All day long. You know, what drives me crazy, and I guess I don't mean this in an offensive way, the people that are like, I made $1 million off of 15 grand last year, and I lost it all. And then I made it all back, and I lost it all again. I'm never going to recover. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You literally just talked about making and losing $1 million twice within a year. How are you never going to make it back? You've done it 2 times. Just do it again. Learn your lesson. Take profits. If I get to like 100K profit, 200, 300K profit, I'm taking profits. Kidding me? If I get to $1 million, oh my gosh. I'm not even going to ask questions. I'm out. Not completely out. Coach said, it's your first cycle of crypto? No. I was here last cycle as well. I enjoyed it. I really did. I mean, last year, I was like rookie retail. So anytime the market dipped 10, 20%, which is typical in the bull market, I freaked out, which was fun. It's fun to look back on it now because I see a lot of people do that today that are very clearly new. So I don't know. I feel like I can help them in like the most lame way possible of saying that. It's fun. I enjoy it. We are reaching the point where almost everything is up 1% at least. And the daily close just happened, which means number go up, and it's about to get really extra special and exciting here. We got some liquidations occurring on Bitcoin. So let's go refresh this bad boy and get some numbers up here. Our closest one right now on the 12-hour, if I zoom in, is 116,235. Cool. Yeah, that's going to hit, no problem. Congratulations, Brendan Hilgen, once again on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button, subscribe if you are new. I appreciate you guys for being here. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I think we can do it. Did that just hit? I feel like that just hit. Coach said, if your coins are red now, I think you should sell. Haha. Really? I feel like we just went over that. Brendan said, thank you. Of course, Brendan. Here's my thing. These coin fashions are great glimpses into easy to learn lessons. This guy said, I sold a lot of crypto to pay for repairs. I swapped out of projects that I'd been holding for several years. Had I just held, I would be up about $130,000 right now. I feel pathetically weak. I want my big break. People pivot, they get impatient and they pivot. They're like, oh, my coin hasn't run. Everything else is running. So instead of just buying another coin with like a new stack of dry powder, they pivot. They rotate a bag out of something that is down here into something that is up here. And then this thing goes down and this thing goes up. And then they're like, dang it. And then they play the victim because they literally did the opposite of what they were supposed to do. You can't chase green candles. And again, you know, that's not the wrong mindset to have either. If you feel like something is down and it's not going to move and you had like maybe ill-placed conviction, just don't dollar cost average into that. And if you want to deleverage that position a little bit, sell a little portion, that's not a bad thing. But to completely remove yourself from it just because it's not pumping along with everything else is kind of silly sometimes. I went through that with Avalanche last bull market. It's completely screwed myself. And I hated Avalanche because of that. And it wasn't Avalanche's fault. It was my fault. Congratulations, Brendan Hilgen. SNEK is up 2.03%. Actually, I want to go check on Strike and Crowdju and some other Cardano natives. If you guys are not familiar, Cardano has a whole ecosystem, and it's a ton of fun. Ton of fun over there. Crowdju is Charles's latest project that he's been enjoying. Drummer said buy high, sell low. The self-harm strat. Exactly. We got 21 people watching, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Share the stream. If you guys are new, please consider subscribing. Coach said today I discovered a new sector, the robot. Like in new sector in crypto? Okay, Crowdju's getting a little baby bounce, baby bottle bounce. Cool. Strike looks amazing, as always. If you guys are not familiar, Strike is the first and currently the only decentralized perpetual trading protocol on Cardano. They are breaking records for revenue. If you guys haven't seen it yet, go check out my interview with the creator, Sean. Great guy, great interview. Highly recommend you guys go take a look. It'll give you some good insight on Strike and if you want to buy it or not. If you do want to buy it, it is completely Cardano native, so you're going to have to set up a Cardano wallet, throw some Cardano into the wallet, and swap it via MinSwap or Dex Hunter or something. Bitcoin. Woo! Liquidating some bears. Exciting stuff. Exciting indeed. Very, very exciting. We got a pumpy stream, ladies and gentlemen. Sol is up 2.32. Ooh, hit Marty Party's target. Drummer said, "What did you say about Strike Cardano?" Strike is currently the only. It is the first and currently the only decentralized perpetual trading protocol on Cardano. There's an exchange. If you want to buy it, you have to go through on-chain. So you'd have to set up a Cardano wallet, like Vesper or Lace or Eternal. You have to go to a centralized exchange, buy ADA, send it to your decentralized wallet, your self-custody wallet, and swap it via MinSwap or Dex Hunter, or you could just do it directly through Tap Tools as well. You can connect your wallet. This is powered by Dex Hunter, and just swap it right here. But Strike is a decentralized perpetual trading protocol. It's the hype of Cardano, and they are literally breaking records. They've been in the top 30 consistently for daily revenue of all DeFi protocols in all of crypto, and their market cap is only 35.52 million. So you do that math. Do that math really quick. Let me show you. And they're outpacing like DYDX for monthly revenue or daily revenue. So let's just do that math. Let's do that math really quick. Strike with the exact same market cap as DYDX, who they're regularly outperforming as far as revenue is concerned, would be a 15x. Not financial advice. Tremor said, okay, I'm going to go look after the stream. If you have not seen it yet, Tremor, I interviewed the founder, the creator. It's on the channel right here. Go check it out. It's a great interview. Made me more bullish somehow. This is already one of my bigger bags. Strike is the only token that has ever come close to flipping my SNEK bag, which is insane. If that's even possible. Total 3, blast into the upside. If we get a break of 1.13, then it is game on for altcoins. I might have to eat on stream if we're going to be sticking around. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of a pullback on the ones that were a little overheated. Pinlink getting a little spicy. Doge is getting real spicy. What else do we got? Altcoin. Looking good. Beautiful. Ooh. Alts might be waking up here. Bitcoin dominance is dropping. Ooh, this is getting exciting. Wix said, thinking about shorting old Biddy. Not financial advice. Wet the beak pulled the trigger on a baby short. That's probably a good idea. Not financial advice, of course. Market's getting spicy, though. All right. Bitcoin 116.36. So we broke 116K. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map and see where we're at. Subscribe if you're new, guys. Smash the like button. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. If you guys are new, every single day we do a daily close contest where you just got to guess what you think the price of Bitcoin is going to be at the daily close. You got a chance to win up to $100 every single day. It's a lot of fun. 116,373. Sweet. Yeah, we're slowly closing in on this guy. 128 million at 116,727. I'm gonna make that thicker as well to demonstrate the higher liquidity. I wonder if there's any rhyme or reason as to this pump. I'm gonna go check X. I would normally check it just raw on the stream, but there's been some crazy stuff on X, so I can't just scroll through it, you know. What the heck? Let's see. Okay, I'm not seeing anything yet. Nothing obvious, at least. A lot of nonsense. Unfortunately, my my feed is just sometimes nonsense. We got a lot of ETF deadlines coming up in October. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I got nothing. I think we're pretty clean on news. Yep. Okay. Wix said data came in on stock market. Never mind, stop loss below 200. We're getting a little downturn on the Bitcoin. I like that big fat green candle though. ETH finally breaking that horizontal resistance line around 44.8, 44.9. Coach said, "Did you remember Myro Maneki?" I do remember Maneki because of the name. Specifically, I remember cracking up with the name. Maneki. Yeah. Up 4.5%. Nice. Maneki. Oh my gosh. Whoa. That hurts Maneki. Not a big fan. That is big pain in Maneki. I will say, if you were smart, you bought the bottom, you're up 40%. That's not bad. That's not bad. There's definitely money to be made in these meme coins, I will say. If you're smart, you know what you're doing, you can make a ton of money playing these things. We traded Harambe. I had an alert on my phone. I was going through my calendar and I saw an alert a month ahead, which was a month before his death anniversary. A reminder to buy Harambe, and I did. And I think I doubled my money. Let's go to a higher time frame. Yeah, I think I bought in March at this 3852 line, and I sold at this 84 up here, which even then, so his death anniversary, I think, is May 28th, which is highlighted right here. I noticed the thing on my calendar back here in March. I don't remember. It had to have been April, like just a month ahead of time, early April, that I had the alert for. But I saw it early, and I bought. And then I just waited. I waited. It went up like crazy. I think I sold probably first time or second or third time it hit this 8.4 level. And we're probably going to try that again next year because it was incredibly lucrative. Maybe next year we'll put up a little more real money. But this is the grandfathered in Harambe coin that I'm aware of. And it played out pretty well. Till the hour hits the 21. Oh no, don't move that. Okay. Go check the watch list actually, see if there's any memes actually pumping. We got Project 89, Ray's up there. Nice. Lock in Bongo Cat. Hell yeah. Love me some Bongo Cat. Roar. Everything's up a small, minuscule amount. It's kind of inconclusive, to be completely honest, or inconsequential. Big word. Big JJ words. We're on the 4-hour time frame. ETH looks awesome. Sol looks awesome. Breaking that Marty Party target. Total 3 looks awesome. Let's get a break of 1.13 on Total 3. That would be so exciting. ADA looks good. 1.06. SNEK looks great. 2.48%. XRP looks good. 0.54. XRP is one of the few that's not up single digit yet. Sweeze struggling to get above 370. You can get a break above that, though. It's going to be exciting time. Ondo broke above 1.0922. We stay above that. 120 is next in play. Very nice. Arrow up 1.43%. Broke through the 123 neckline. I'm going to call it neckline. Horizontal resistance. Pinlink up 3.41. Jeez, that's 3%. That tiny little candle is 3% on Pinlink. Why is this thing so volatile? That's actually crazy. Renders up 1.15. Well above $4. We're at 403 right now. Let's go. Hopefully we can get to 432. That'd be sick. Can you imagine that candle? Stellar got a breakout retest of this 385 line of our big boy range. currently sitting at 39.86. Also not up 1%. Same with Polkadot. Looking good though. Polkadot sitting at 427, well above 421. Grinding up. Altcoin up 2.32%, breaking above 90. We're sitting at 91.35. Cas is up 0.46, also not up 1%. Sitting at 0.0867. We need to get above 0.088. Avalanche is also not up 1%. Hopefully Avalanche can break above 29.51. Chainlink up 0.94, breaking above 24.42, looking good. Chainlink might run. It is almost overbought though, so be careful. Doge is up 2.59%, absolutely sending. Currently sitting at 26.26, very nice. Hopefully 28 is in the cards. Near, also not up 1%, but it is sitting well above 269. It's at 276 right now. We got a breakout retest of 269. Nice. Pengu's up 3.51, breaking above 35.98. After that, we might not have any more resistance until 4. I guess we would have a little baby resistance right around like 385, or maybe even just 384. Yeah, we'll call it 384. See what happens there. Silver's still killing it. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, Sol is working on that target. Bitcoin still just kind of relaxing. Congratulations, Brendan Hilgen, once again. Dominance is dropping. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. What do we do, guys? Do we call it and then hop on for an emergency stream if Bitcoin starts to continue to pump? Because I gotta get some food in me. These mini Nilla wafers aren't doing too much for me. It's like I feel like I'm at church. Ooh. HBAR is up 1.32. HBAR's got quite a ways to go until its next target. Looking at 26.4 for HBAR. Not financial advice. It is entering overbought, so could just easily cool off from here. And it looks great. What is this? I'm so confused. Pinlink, oh my gosh, dude. This thing's got so far to go before it gets back into its like safe zone. Look at this. Woo! What in the world? Justin said, call it, let Bitcoin pull back, and get your re-entry. I like it. I'll do it. I'm going to do that. I appreciate you guys for being here. Smash the like, subscribe if you are new. If you have not participated in the daily close contest yet, tune in tomorrow around 7:15 EST is usually when I get started. 7:50 p.m. is when the daily close contest begins, where you can submit your guess, and then 7:55 is the hard cutoff. And then obviously 8 p.m. is when the daily close occurs and you could win money. If you nail the first 6 digits, you win $20. If you nail all 8, which includes the change, then you win $100. You get that chance every single day. It's completely free to play. It's a ton of fun. Join the Discord in the description as well. That is also completely free. That's very casual, super chill. As always, guys, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. I appreciate you guys for sticking around. Smash the like button. Brandon said, what's your hopeful sell point for Solana? I like the 1K targets. I would front run the crap out of that though. My hopeful target, honestly, I'll just go 500 right now. I like a good 2x. Let's see a 2x first, and then we can talk from there. But 8's my favorite number, so maybe 8. If we get Supercycle numbers, I'm looking for 8. But anyways, guys, as always, Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I'll hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. I appreciate you guys for sticking around. Smash the like button on your way out. Happy Thursday, and good night.